Okay, y'all. I just got a 2017 Ascend Bass Pro Shop brands. It's the 128T, and we just started to, well, excuse the mess, we just started to brainstorm on some mods. So I picked up a milk crate from Lowe's. I think it was like, I don't know, $6. Picked up some PVC pipe, and we're gonna make up some rod holders. Most people, you see it do it on the back over here behind the milk crate with it going straight up and down. Only reason I don't want to do that is because me and Steele do a lot of river fishing, so you got low-lying tree branches that you know, can damage your poles. So I was out on the Natchez the other day, and I was laying most of my rod tips down. So I figured if I could make one from the front, this is kind of the prototype, nothing's glued in yet. From the stock rod holder that's in it, coming up here, just a little T bracket, and we already kind of have it kind of mocked up. This way it keeps your rod tips safe, so if you got any low-lying tree branches that rub off against the kayak, it's not going to damage anything. It's going to be protected by both, you know, the milk crate, and then you know, the tip is back there, so it'll just kind of brush off and move down the kayak. So this is stage one. I think we like pretty much how it is now, so we're going to make one on the opposite side. So we'll take some more pictures, maybe do some step by step. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment after I post this video of anything you like to do for your kayak. Should fit in there nice.
Looks good.
Actually, I did a much better job at this one than I did the other one. That's fitting in a lot better. I wonder if we should take that other one out and re-sand it.
I think it'll be alright. Looks about equal.
Let's make sure that that's where it's supposed to be. Alright, so now we got both identical size set up. Now we're going to paint it. So we got option between this camouflage, what is this, satin, nutmeg. That sounds like something
It's the same color that's on the fenders right under it.
oh, okay, that ain't bad. Actually, that seems like that might match the yak. Maybe we'll two-tone it, I don't know. Let's see, what's the... Another type of camouflage. Type of black. Flat black. I'll tell you what, let's just go with the satin nutmeg.
Big green, break up the color.
A little dark, but what?
Big green, break up the color. From the desert store.
Nah, this is close enough. We'll do this. But still, just cut those two smaller diameter PVC. We're going to use it kind of as a
Stake in the yard.
little stake. Put it in there so that we can spray them without, you know, getting anything else, any paint on it. Because I don't like taping things off. I hate painting. That's why I usually pay other people to paint. But you can put, oh, I see, you can put a little nail in there.
Yep.
Look at you, so smart. Get that other. Perfect. Time to paint.
It's not going to set up very well tonight.
Yeah, that wind blowing is not helping.
Yep.
Alright, ended up having to finish the video back at my house. We had to let the paint dry for the rod holders, but here they are. Finished products, finally put them in. I like them pretty well. Paint finish came out good. Allows me to still put this milk crate up in front, which holds all my Plano tackle boxes. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4 3700 series, and then all my soft plastics are currently in here. What I didn't show is I ended up going back and picking up at Academy. I picked up a Yak Gear milk crate, and then bought some. You can buy the kits for like $30 where it's got 2 rod holders and then it's got like a little pouch, but honestly I prefer the 3 beefed up rod holders. It was just a better deal and I ended up saving just a little bit of money. Here's one of our broken rods that I kind of used just as a mock-up, just to see how I liked it. I don't know if I want to set it on top of this compartment here for easier access. I already sat into the in the seat. I came back here. I can reach it fine. I'm afraid if I move this all the way back here where the bungee cords are and strap it down, even if I flip this around to where this would be facing towards the front, I still think it'd be a little bit far of a reach, but at the same time I lose access to the compartment down here. Now one thought was to put a battery down there because this kayak is pre-wired for yak power, and then there's, let's see, where are they? Is it on this side? No, right here. We see, oh, get the light going. So the yak power, it's got these little hooks here, which, well, that was cheap. I barely pulled that off. Well, okay. I guess think about that whenever you go decide to buy one. But anyways, pre-wired with Yak Gear. So I was going to put a battery in that big compartment and then probably pretty much just shut. Not even worry about accessing that. Let's see. I also bought a few more things. I got this Yak Gear clip here. Fits in pretty nice. I put it on this side because there's also another plug here for the Yak Gear that eventually I'm going to buy a fish finder. I was looking at the Garmin Striker 4, which is it's about the same size as my iPhone that I'm using here for the video, and then either putting it on that rail, but I don't know if that's going to be big enough support for it, so I might even drill into here, which I already had to drill into it, which made me kind of nervous drilling into my kayak. But the Yak Gear actually came with some rubber grommets that once you put them in there and you start screwing to tighten it down, it actually flares out the rubber underneath, so it actually seals up pretty well. But so far, that's what I got. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places to hold rods. And if I'm going down the river, obviously I probably won't put any rods there because they'll get hung up in trees. So I'll just use the 2 here. And just have a condensed load in tackle. But I was also playing around with put a battery in here. Everything that I'm going to put on here, I want to be able to be taken off for loading, unloading, or if I want to downsize for maybe like a river trip, or if I'm out on the lake and I don't care about having to get out of the kayak, pull it over stumps or mud or anything like that, then I can put, you know, fully loaded up with, you know, tackle up here. Then I'll probably, I don't know. There's space right here where I could put terminal tackle, or I could put the terminal tackle back here. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of playing it around. But I think I am going to eventually put I'm going to put a trolling motor, and you know, I put that there. I have this super old trolling motor. I'm sure some of y'all have never seen something quite this old. But this thing is older than I am. It may even be older than my dad. This is like a family heirloom. This is an old Minn Kota, and it can run off of either 6 or 12 volts. Obviously, I got a 12-volt battery over there, but this thing pushes my 14-foot flat bottom pretty well. So I'm sure that, and it's like super light, guys. So I'm sure. Anyways. For where the transom mount is here, I was thinking about attaching a 2x4 here that pops out and then allows the trolling motor to drop right there, and then I would still have the steering here, and I wouldn't have to reach back too far. Once again, still just playing around with ideas. Don't know exactly yet what I'm going to do, but I also have from Academy, have one more upgrade. So these were like, I think $11.99 for the Yak Gear holders, and actually they look pretty much identical to the ones here. But whenever I'm loading this thing, it's not balanced too terribly well. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's not balanced. It's actually, the front end is it's got a V hole. So whenever I lift up the back end of the Yak, it's just sitting on that V, so it twists both ways. And I only have this one spot right here. I only have this one spot right here to grab, so and there's really nothing over here to grab, so it starts doing this when I'm trying to load it up into the truck, and it's annoying. So I bought these two, and I was thinking about putting like one right here, or like right here, and then putting the other one right there. So whenever I'm coming, I can put one hand here and one hand here, and it'd be a lot easier to hoist it up into my truck for loading, unloading. Because, I mean, I'm not going to buy some people buy trailers for their rigs. That's just, I don't want to register anything more than I have to. Although I did just say that I was going to put a trolling motor, which means I have to register the kayak. But I don't know, just some thoughts. If anybody has any suggestions or good ideas, feel free to post them in the comment, or even link like a YouTube video on some mods. There's you go online and you all you got to do is say send 128T modifications, and you got just bukus of videos of people modding these things. There's some pretty sweet rigs. Obviously mine's not quite there, but pretty soon it will be.
Peace.